let's just start. Let me start, Joel, just with touching up on Marvin, so that we don't get back to the same question however many times. We do not have an update. He would, he is receiving an MRI. He hurt his right foot yesterday in practice on an offensive rebound. He came down on somebody's foot, and that's all we have. So I'm not a doctor. When we get information back from the doctors, we'll pass it along and we'll share it with others.
Great. We'll go ahead and get started here with Marshall Harris.
All right. Thank you for that update, Coach. I'd be remiss if I didn't try to get another update on anything new with Harrison Barnes.
Harrison's still in protocol in Sacramento. Nothing new other than, nothing new. I talked to him yesterday. He's feeling good. He's just waiting to pass through that protocol so he can come join us here in Orlando.
You talked about the fact that, you've been obviously challenged with the big man situation. Marvin Bagley has been spending so much time playing five. What do you do now? How do you, continue to adjust? Who's filling in that role?
Belly was our Harry and Belly were the 2 5s today in practice. Belly did a great job at it. He gives us a different dimension with how he spaces the floor. And so for now, that's what it is. It's Harry and Belly. We have Alex back, but he's still got a lot of work to do before he's ready to play games. And we'll be hopefully getting Rashawn back tomorrow. So, we're getting bodies back, which we're excited about. But Belly and Harry did a very nice job today.
Go to James Ham next.
Hey, Luke, how are you?
Good, James. You?
Good. At this point, does it feel like you guys just have bad luck? Because it seems like not just right now, but even the regular season, it's just one thing after another with you guys.
Yeah, no. Listen, it's I wouldn't call it bad luck. It's part of pro sports, and every year certain teams are going to kind of get hit with this type of stuff. And to me, it's all about how we respond to it. How we attack the problems and look for solutions, and how do we grow from these opportunities. So that's kind of just where I leave it at is how do we mentally approach the different things that are coming at us. And I think all year long, from a slow start to injuries to everything else, our guys continue to just bounce back. And because of that, I felt great about who we were as a group towards the end of that season.
We talked to Bogey yesterday, and he mentioned that with De'Aaron out, that you guys have been running the ball a lot through Harry Giles. And just how is that going, and how is your sort of trust in him changed from the beginning of the season to where you are now?
Harry's been one of our better players throughout camp. I think Harry did a really nice job of showing up here in Orlando in game shape and ready to compete. And obviously, with his injuries, when we came into the original training camp, he wasn't even able to play for the first month or whatever that was. So as a new staff, we didn't have a lot of chance to see him. And then by the time he was ready, we had rotations and everything else going. So as the year has gone and we've gotten to know Harry, we have trust in him. And I think the players, because he's a skilled passer, they look for him when he's out there, because they know they can get it back. So, he's had a solid camp for us.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Luke, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you now, Sean.
Right on. Thank you. Just back to Marvin for a quick second. Obviously, he's been, so snake bit this year with injuries, had problems with the other foot, and now this. Even not knowing the severity of the injury yet, did you have a chance to kind of talk to him? Do you know what his spirits were like?
Yeah, he was a little frustrated, obviously. He was another guy that was having a good camp, and he looked great. He was flying up and down the court, and whether it's him or anybody, when you put in this amount of time to make it at this level, and you really want to kind of show what you can do, injuries can be a very frustrating part of the game. But he knows, and we talked about, no matter what the result is, no matter what what comes of this, mentally stay strong, and keep working. He's going to have a very successful career when it's all said and done. And it was a bumpy year so far, and this is another bump, and you just got to keep taking that and fighting and come out the other side.
Yeah. And then kind of a two-part second question. I mean, you guys obviously have some opposition coming up this week. First part of it, do you get a good sense that guys are looking forward to finally going up against some opposition? And also, is there other guys that are banged up right now, or do you pretty much have a pretty good bill of health right now going into that first scrimmage, I guess?
Yeah, well, guys are excited. I mean, there's a lot of – we're tired of playing against each other. There's a lot of trash talking happening, which is going to be natural when you play against the same people every single day for a few weeks. But that's healthy. I like that. I enjoy that part of it. But our guys are definitely looking forward to playing against other people. As far as who we have, our guys are healthy. They, for who we have. Obviously, Rashawn. We're not going to play Rashawn in that first game. We're not going to play Alex in that first game. We're not going to play De'Aaron. So guys that we're getting back to health are not going to be part of that first game.
Okay, Jason Anderson.
Hi, Luke.
Hey, Jason.
You said Marvin's in good spirits. This has just been rough on him, though, I'm sure. Each time he seems like he's getting close. Can you just elaborate on kind of your conversation with him and his feelings about this now? And I have one more question after that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into the details about it, but it was mainly just to check in and make sure that he knows that we're behind him, and then we got to be positive in how we attack this. And that was kind of the general theme of it. And Marvin's had to go through injuries before, and he's handled them great. So hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll hear back and find that out. And the important thing is, no matter what the news is, that we attack it together, and we're positive about what we're trying to build with him and with the group.
All right. I also wanted to ask you, over the course of your career, playing career, coaching career, you've been around a lot of organizations, a lot of medical teams. You've had so many injuries there. I just wonder if, in your view, is there an issue with the medical staff or way players are being, trained or prepared, or is this just rotten luck?
No, the medical staff does a great job. They work extremely hard. I mean, Marvin came down on someone's foot on an offensive rebound. That's one of the main, most common things in playing basketball. So it's definitely not that. It's our training staff is very qualified. They do a great job, and they're very good at their jobs.
Last one, Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, first, when you're looking at the 5 spot between Belly and Harry, it seems like it would give you a completely different look because of both of their passing ability. Just what do you look to experiment kind of with on Wednesday if going in those are going to be your two guys at the 5?
Yeah, you coach according to what you have out there, and when Harry's on the court, we run a lot more of split actions where he has the ball, whether it's high splits or low splits. Let him use that strength of his. When Belly's on the court, we're not going to have the dynamic rim roller that's putting pressure on the rim, but we're we're going to have a 5-man that you better keep somebody on around the 3-point line. So we'll manipulate the playbook for that as well. And, we're just kind of looking for different groups that are working well together with that. And then we're looking for, what actions, getting more familiar, with the game speed and the reads within certain actions, depending on how teams are guarding us, which is why, playing Miami will be great because we're going to see a lot of zone. And we know that once we get to our 8 games, a handful of those teams play zone throughout the season. So it's just about getting some nice game reps against, things that we need to continue to get better at.
And just how small do you have to play right now? Just with no Rashawn, no Alex, no Marvin probably on Wednesday. That more Corey at the 4. I mean, how are you going to manage that?
Yeah, Corey Brewer is playing some 4. We're going to be pretty small right now, but we know that, and we're continuing to have our main goal and focus being to get as ready as we can for July 31st. So we're gonna, like I said, hold out some of those players in Wednesday's scrimmage. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do, and we're going to see some funky lineups out there on Wednesday that we haven't seen all year. And when Harry's not on the floor, we're going to be small. It's not another option. Jabari will get some run, but he's more of a 4-man in my opinion as well. So it'll be small.
All right, Coach, you're good. Thank you. Appreciate it.